Hi, it's Mine Crypto here. I hope we're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.
Today we're going to talk about IOTA and where we are in the markets. The overall market cap is now 883 billion. We're slightly up 1.29%. Volume up again in the last 24 hours, 2.39. And BTC dominance down 0.07% at time of filming. And we are at 45 on the fear and greed index. If we look at IOTA here, we are fearful, which in all fairness is a good time to DCA in. I still believe in the project. There is a lot of worry in the market as with everything that's going on. It's always a little bit shaky. My personal opinion is there is a few issues. I mean, if you go on to things like KuCoin, you can't deposit and you can't withdraw. And I'm hearing the same with Binance. So this could be partly to do with some of the reasons for why some of the price drops that we're seeing. But remember, as Dominic has already said, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. I believe in the technology, and I'm sure many of you do too. So looking at the crypto bubbles here, looking a bit more green today. And as you can see, the price of IOTA is 0.165. We're up 2 ranks actually, and we're up 0.2 in the last hour and 2.8 in the day. So it looks like people are buying it up, which is great. We don't want to see the price drop much further. But as you can see, there's been a slight increase from the low here at 0.159. Having a look at GWW today, IOTA Project Alvarium with Dell reports progress, but price curve in low flight, which we know. It's shaping up to be a nervous summer for IOTA. The price curve remains in negative trend and breakthroughs are pending in development work. IOTA chief Dominic Schreiner posted a kind of perseverance speech on Twitter the other day, which we know about. We talks about it being a marathon, and where he says, "Let the next 5 years be the best yet." And I agree. I think, people looking at this with very much a short perspective, like with anything, stocks and shares, these are a long term. You don't get, brokers that will be looking at their stocks thinking, oh, today it's down, or over the last month it's down. The thing is, they're looking at it over a large span of time. IOTA traded as low as 0.14 cents at one point when the US Securities and Exchange, the SEC, launched its coordinated attack against crypto industry last week. This marked a one-year low for IOTA. And it says here that BTC has also lost some ground, but the lead currency for the crypto market has posted an overall gain of 50% since the beginning of the year. In general, it's once again clear that investors who would have bet on Bitcoin in the last 6 years after the launch of IOTA would have been better off at any time than with investment with IOTA. Now, again, we're not looking at this short term. Yes, a gain would be lovely, but this is going to disrupt the market when it does, and then we'll see the fruits of our labor. IOTA has so far been spared by the US Securities Exchange Commission. If you buy into the recommendation of Schreiner, there is good news to be discovered. The US Securities and Exchange Commission broad offensive against cryptocurrencies and exchange has so far bypassed IOTA. So the list of cryptocurrencies attacked by the SEC already include more than 50 altcoins, and IOTA isn't one of them. Now, we've noted that there is a lot of news with regards to Gary Gensler getting fired, with regards to the congressman yesterday putting out a statement saying that he wants him removed, which is absolutely wonderful because I don't think he's doing much for the investors, but more for himself and his friends. So looking at a tweet here from Send FDA, I'm reading a lot of excitement about the long-known things related to the SEC lawsuit against Binance and Coinbase and the resulting consequence. Therefore, a few clarifications on this. That IOTA is most likely not securities as defined. We know since the IOTA Foundation has classification done with a Coinbase-related research firm after lawsuits were filed against XRP. The scale goes from 1 to 5. So 1 being not a security and 5 it is. IOTA was classed as 2, XRP with 3 and ADA 4. Since then, it should be clear to everyone that there was trouble for the others. Overall, IOTA is not interested for US citizens and therefore the SEC and therefore in focus because the crypto industry there does not offer IOTA and we generally have only a handful of exchanges. Key argument is and was that the foundation did not issue the tokens for corporate financing or voting rights projects at this time. The foundation issued the MIOTAs and later received a large sum as a donation. Only question that could arise is if anything changes with the network switch, Chrysalis and SMR. He goes on to say he's not a lawyer, but think it should not be significant, much more decisive for future in whether or not IOTA will finally find a place with extensive use cases that require the token and how long Dom Schreiner will continue to mumble around. And new and competent boss would make me extremely bullish as technology, purely from my experience, are doing a good job. And the last remark on here, if the 80-year-old Howey test is a good indicator to classify cryptos which were invented only 15 years ago, is a totally different thing. So some good information there, and I think it maybe settle a few of you and any worries that might be out there. So, some other good news, and this was something that Dominic had retweeted out. The biggest builders in IOTA ecosystem have joined forces to create a revolutionary new platform to drive enterprise adoption, introducing Build.5. And as you see here, your enterprise ready Web3 plug and play and play platform, which is great because, Web3, I believe, in the coming years is going to be massive. So Build.5 is both an open source and association and Web3 plug and play enterprise platform OS built on the battle test code base of the Sooniverse. The Build.5 platform solves the main challenges facing enterprise adoption, ease of use and integration with existing Web2 systems. The Build.5 platform will be governed by Build token. There will be no token sale or launchpad for Build. Instead, all Soon token holders will be airdropped 20 million Build tokens later this year. And you can read more in their blog just here. So, all in all, not so bad, not so bad at all. We are in a bit of a slidey market at the moment. It's going sideways. We are in fear. This isn't a sprint, this is a marathon. So just hold on. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I am a guy that likes to offer you the news and let you know what's going on. Keep your chin up, all the best, and I'll catch you later.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.